All right, we have a new reroute coming at you guys today. I'm pretty excited about this one. This one is an old route that's done by Haze and it's in the Mushroom Kingdom. When we haven't rerouted this in a while, and this has got some good principles to discuss for other reroutes, so I'd like to get right into it. So, first things first, I want to go back over the normal route. So normally, we grab this seed, take it all the way over to the garden, we plant it, we grab all the purples around the garden area, hit the bunny, yada yada yada, do all that jazz. Grab these purples. I'm not going to get the moon just for the sake of time. Not going to get all the purples, but you get all these. Boom, 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 boom. Grab these ones down here. You can use a down throw, get them. Then enter this door right here. So that's the typical route. You start off, you plant the seed, you activate the bunny, you get all the purples, you come over here. So Haze's route changes that up a little bit, and it changes it up in an important way. So, in a really important concept when it comes to routing this game is called task overlapping. And this goes for any game. When there is a task that is being undergone that requires just waiting, you want to do as much other stuff in that period of time as you can. So, the way this route works, you start off, you grab these purple coins early just for convenience. You grab the seed, then you come over here, throw the seed, trigger the dog. Then, now we plant the seed. Now, we are task overlapping, the dog digging up his hole with carrying over the seed. So then we plant the seed. You grab the bird, you grab the purples. That's not the bird, that's a bunny. But you grab the purples. If you miss them, you can grab them later, no big deal. So I would just move on with the route. And now, the dog's going to come back on screen in just a second. It's digging around. We're herding the sheep while the dog is looking for its spot. This should be its spot. Honestly, it took him some extra time. I don't know what's going on here. But either way, we're currently overlapping the dog digging with the seed movement, which is really good. And then now we can continue herding all the sheep. Kind of silly that this one got stuck in the pen area, but now, from this point on, you basically continue as normal with the other route. So the sheep's over there. The dog's about to get to his dig spot. Throw Cappy out so that he gets to his dig spot a little bit faster. And we're all good to go. Look how fast he dug that up. So, that's the gist of the new route. Just so for the sake of completeness, I will show you the rest of the route now, and then I will go into some specifics about some of the nuance in it. But you plant the other two seeds as normal, but as soon as you're done with the sheep moon, you'll come over here, you'll grab this seed, and everything is normal for a while. You do this, grab the second rocket flower. Preferably don't miss the seed. Then you start carrying it over under the bridge. Grab those purple coins. Now we gotta make it up the hill. You plant the last seed, pretend that went in a pot. Then now this is where you do the other purple coin. So come around, grab these, grab these. If you missed these ones earlier when getting the bunny, you can get those now. You do this, now you enter the rematch fight, just as you would in the original Mushroom, and then, when you're done, you come out here, and you do this fun little movement into the Yoshi fight. So, basically, we just reorder so that we do the Mecha Wiggler refight a lot later into the kingdom, and that saves time because we are task overlapping using the dog while planting the seed. So, now to go over some nuance. We'll load up a file here. There are a few ways to trigger the dog. So the way that the dog works is, first of all, we'll grab these purple coins. Now you can trigger the dog by throwing Cappy into it. That's the way I prefer for this route. Or you can bounce on him. So let me actually reload the scene and do that version. This is the way Haze does it. It's not my preferred way of doing it, but he does this, grabs these purple coins, does this, bounces on the dog, and then he just triple jumps all the way over. He doesn't actually throw the seed there. The reason I like to throw Cappy into the dog rather than bounce on him, because bouncing might preserve a little bit more speed if you're then going to throw the seed, but when we're doing this blind seed movement, it is extremely important that you maintain as much speed as you can, because you are not getting it back. You have to keep the dog on screen while he's doing his digging, and in order to do that, you need to be very careful that the seed is in the right spot. You can, in theory, throw the seed and then try to like blindly recapture it. I have had zero success doing this. If you can do it, you are a better person than me. But what I tend to do, I tend to just do this. Get a nice roll cancel into the seed, then just jump, triple jump as high as I can to maintain as much seed as possible. When I get close to the planters, I pop the seed, then I spin pound, trigger the bunny. Well, I missed here. And plant the seed. Okay, so this honestly gives rise to another important thing. I will show in a few seconds how you can back up missing the bunny here. Because if this happens, I'm not going to waste my time trying to chase down the bunny. I'm going to plant the seed, then continue with the route as normal. I'll show you when you can get the bunny secondarily if you mess up there. So I will try to do this one more time successfully. Or you can just check the most recent live thing on my PB from August 24th. My live from August 24th should have a good demonstration of this, but grab it with a bunch of speed, do huge triple jumps, maintain as much speed as I can. Now the dog went off screen, so I can change the planted the seed. Didn't quite get all the purples, but this is functional. Preferably, I'd roll cancel into the bunny a little bit earlier and more conveniently. You see a better example of that in my run that I just mentioned. But now I'm herding the sheep. The dog is already digging. And the sheep over here. Continue herding the sheep. Dog is digging, and now at this point we have aligned with the normal route. So all the sheep are being herded, they're in their normal spots, and we can just continue as normal. So, when do you get the bunny if you miss? I need to reload because I have successfully hit the bunny. So, we'll make our way over here, because you want to grab the bunny later on. So, there's two important things to note here. One, if you miss a moon in main game, getting the bunny late becomes very, very valuable. I'll explain why in just a sec. If you get the bunny late, you'll be in a very good position to grab a second backup seed moon. And one seed moon is always grown by the end of Mushroom 1 because of how long the split is. So, you'll come over here, grab the seed as usual, maintain as much speed as you can, triple jump up the thing, boom, turn the camera down, grab the bunny, grab any purple coins you missed, and then here, you've grabbed the bunny moon, there'll be a seed moon grown, it'll either be in that pot here or this pot here, and you have an extra moon, you've gotten the bunny, and then now you can just proceed as usual with the movement. This only loses 1 second, hence why I would recommend just skipping the bunny if he gets into a weird position. Then you finish up the route as normal and do this. Okay, one thing I should have mentioned earlier that I realized I didn't. In Mushroom 3, there is also a small route change. Mushroom 3 or 4, depending on the route you use. So, you come over here, you exit the shop. One thing you need to be cognizant about, you don't get Toad in Mushroom 1 anymore with this route. That is 1 moon removed from main game. So, in Mushroom 3, you need to do this movement to get up to Toad. After you get the Toad moon, you spin pound, roll to the garden, get the dark side hint art. And the other thing you have to remember, you need 1 more extra moon in main game in order to offset this. So there's 2 options. One, as I just mentioned, you can get the bunny late and then get one of these seed moons. That is perfectly valuable. You can get an extra Toadette moon. That's a little bit slower. It loses about 2.5 seconds. This loses only 1. Or my preferred option that is actually breaks exactly even is to get an extra moon in moon 1. So we'll go over and do that now just to show it off. So basically we're going to get the rock moon. So we landed moon. You do start off doing the normal movement, do a roll cancel, and then do really, really small jumps here. Even a small triple jump, and I missed the triple jump, but that's okay. Roll boost once or twice depending on your distance to the rock. Get the rock moon. Boom. exactly the same time to get this now versus later. And then I guess I should also mention one other quick thing. Later on in the kingdom, you're going to skip the rock moon, and I'll demonstrate quickly the movement to skip the rock. So you'll pop out of the pipe here, move over to the bunny, do something like this, catch it like this. If you're tasked, you can catch it while it goes to the left. I would recommend still picking it up here. The movement now is you grab the moon, you dive, you roll boost, you do a spin throw. Okay, that's a bad example, but you get as much speed as you can off of the spin throw. So jump dive. That's also a bad example. You can get a lot of speed off the spin throw. You'll have to take my word for it or check the BTT. But okay, take 3. You roll boost. What is happening? Okay, come on. Actually, let me just do this. Okay. Okay. This is how it would look in a run. Hopefully I can nail this. What is going on? I never had any problems with this in practice, but either way, you do this movement and then continue with the rest of the kingdom. Let me try this one more time. I'm not entirely sure why I'm now having issues with this. It's honestly a good thing, but either way, at max, this loses like a second, so it's not at the end of the world if you mess it up. So you... There we go. Okay, that's speed. Then rest of the movement as normal. Okay, one more time. So roll over the hill, get speed going down the hill, get this nice little jump, and then long jump and proceed as normal. One more time for the rear. Okay, messed up there. I spin through too early there. Spin through a little too early there, but only loses about half a second to do that. Try the correct way one more time. Okay. Lost a little bit of time, but you want to spin throw as close to the edge as you can. Okay. That about covers the route change. A little bit of a lengthy video, but hope you enjoy. Thank you.